It was an extraordinary experience. The cooperation between wood engineers, steel engineers, and of course between architects and product designers. The entire program can be defined beforehand because all the panels are interchangeable and all the piping is provided. Take, for instance, the example of a kindergarten too. Let's say the classes for 16-year-olds up to university level.
A classroom has to be spacious. In this room, we can arrange really all types of lessons.
The summer holiday lasts 2 months. It's perfectly possible to erect a building in that time, from zero to a finished structure. I think the result is very nice. It's kind of warm, a combination of wood and metal. Metal is cold, wood is warm, and it looks very beautiful. I think it's a good alternative, maybe even more than a good alternative, for several container systems found at schools, and it's also highly efficient in terms of energy consumption and such.
The children have their individual bench as well as a common space for circle discussions, which is very important.
The buildings can be linked. That's basically the great challenge for an architect, to create a bigger building, a bigger structure, based on the modules they supply. The multifunction aspect of the structure is of course the strong side of the concept, plus the fact that you can standardize something. You have the right tolerance. You'll have fewer mistakes. You know beforehand that the system is correct, that you won't have to deal with differences in measurements. It's much quicker to build. The building is ecological and recyclable because large parts of the materials are made from recycled products. That means that in the longer term, once the building is at the end of its life cycle, it can be recycled easily, and that gives it a high-level sustainability.
One of the most prominent features of the room, which became apparent during the lessons, is its outstanding acoustics. The way the light enters the room is also excellent.
The inner wall system is a nice concept. The client can choose the material for the finishing himself. The walls can be replaced also in the longer term. You can choose anything from bulletin boards to magnetic boards. They're easy to disconnect or detach from the wall. They can then be replaced by other types of panels in accordance with the user's needs at that specific moment. If there's a false wall to conceal the cabling, the panels can be easily removed so as to change the cabling or add more cables. LEXX is a challenge for us, though combining wood with steel is not the most obvious choice. But the steel structure is independent of the wood, which A, provides for a nice effect, and B, is very sturdy at the same time. The metal strip that is integrated into our exterior walls looks really good and is possible because our wood underwent thermal treatment. We purchased a new product line for LEXX. Particularly for the floor and roof elements, we work with standard panels. It enables us to quickly react to the demands of the client. And the considerable size of the floor panels, 2 by 4 meters, allows us to build very quickly. The insulation in our panels consists of cellulose, which are paper flakes that are blown in under pressure, guaranteeing excellent insulation. We were nominated by OVAM, the Flemish public waste company, and what we really like about that is that a whole building effectively gets the OVAM prize. That's not obvious at all. Most of the time products are nominated, but now people have looked through it. They've understood our concept. The Henry van der Velde Prize is actually the biggest design recognition in Flanders. We've developed this building as a team. Everyone was positive about the project, and you can really feel that.